since I'm recording. Oh my god. Hello. Welcome back. It's me. I hope you guys didn't forget about me. I surely did not forget about you. But I'm back. And I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I hope I'm in focus. I hope you guys can see me well, hear me well. I just want to sit down and talk to you guys. I am finally back. I took a year off of YouTube, like a whole year, and it just flew by because all my things were malfunctioning and I just kept putting it off to the side. But I am back and I am excited. I got new equipment. So I am excited to be vlogging again. So I'm just gonna give you guys an update of like what happened this year. Like, where did I go? Where have I been? What have I been up to? I've been posting on Instagram, but like not that much either. Like I kind of disappeared from Instagram too. So the last time you guys saw me, I was in the middle of getting ready for interviews and such. I had just finished nursing school. I became an RN. I took the NCLEX. I was applying for jobs and I got the job that I wanted and I became a surgery nurse. So I have been a surgery nurse for a year now, and not just any surgery nurse, a plastic surgery nurse. So I've been doing that for a year and that has occupied a lot of my time as well. So I've been working and it's been like difficult to balance life, you know, like my social media life, my work life, my home life, my mom life, like only because surgery nurse is kind of hard with times and routines and such because you never know when you're gonna get out of work. So I work 4 days a week, but I never know what time I'm gonna get out because I can estimate kind of depending on like the surgeries or like depending on the cases that we have that day. But sometimes the cases are longer than we expect. And then also I'm also the recovery nurse. So after surgery, I'm with them in recovery. And so depending on how long it takes for them to recover, I don't know, but that's kind of like one of the downsides that I don't like because it really affects my after work routines. But there's also been a whole lot of other things in between that. It's just been a great year overall. I am truly blessed and grateful. This has been like a year of like growth and development for me. A lot of like milestones, special moments, important moments, important lessons, just a lot has been going on. I almost feel like I'm a different person, and I feel like I kind of am. So I do expect for my content to change a little bit, just to kind of reflect who I am and whom I'm becoming. I still love beauty, fashion, makeup, hair, all the things, skincare. Like I'm still that person, but I'm also more mature, more grown, more, you know, I'm just growing up, I guess. So one of the milestones or things that happened within this year is I turned 30 years old, and I have looked forward to being 30 like my whole life. I feel like 30 is like the age to be. It's like perfect. Like you are grown enough but young enough, you know, like you're grown enough, like you've lived, you've learned, you should be at a good spot in your life where you're like mature and you've learned from your mistakes, you're financially stable. I just feel like 30 is like a good year, and so far it's been a good year. I feel like God knew that I've always looked forward to my 30th year of life that he gave me. He just poured so many blessings onto me. Amazing. But since I've seen you guys since last summer of 2023, I had graduated nursing school, so I had free time, I guess, and I was just really craving to read my Bible. Like when I was in nursing school, I was really craving to read my Bible, but I could not because I had to read nursing books. After I graduated and then I moved here to where I'm living now. I was like, well, this is the time to start reading my Bible. And I got so hooked. If you've never read the Bible, I suggest you start now. It's amazing. It's life transforming. So I started reading my Bible. I started educating myself on my faith. Only because sometimes you grow up in a certain faith and never asking a question why. You never, like, I would never ask, why do we do this? Why do we do that? I never questioned it. I just followed along and did it because I had to, but I wanted to know the why to everything. Like I was craving, like, why do we do that? Why do we do this? And it's like I was finding all the answers to everything in the Bible. Literally, I would spend hours, no lie, hours, like 10 hours a day reading, learning, studying the Bible, studying my faith. I was so in love with my Bible, and I still am. I don't want to talk about that right now in this video too much. Later on I will, kind of talk about it, just because that's one of the things that has been changing for me and what has changed about me. Like I've changed as a person, and I feel like I'm gonna start incorporating that into my videos. And so I am gonna be talking about, spirituality. So if you're uncomfortable with that, I'm sorry to lose you as a viewer, but I also hope that you just stick around. I feel like this year has been such a year of like such spiritual growth, and it's just been amazing for me and my family. And I've always seen God's blessings, but like now, like so much more because of that spiritual growth. And it's not even spiritual growth, it's like a strengthening of faith. I felt like I needed seclusion. I feel like I needed to isolate myself from the world and isolate myself from people, like even family. I just needed time to, like, I just needed time with God, to be honest. I wanted to have good discernment, discern my relationships with people, discern my actions, things that I do, just like my everyday. And I feel like I needed solitude, and I've always kind of been an isolated person. My friend group, my social group is super duper teeny tiny. Now it's probably even smaller than that, but for a reason. I feel like this all happens for a reason, and I'm not mad at it. I think I needed it, and I'm happy that that happened. But that even included social media. Like I needed to isolate myself from social media. I unfollowed a lot of people. I stopped watching certain people, certain things, certain topics, that I just started to realize that they don't align with my faith. Like I don't need that. My life don't need that. My mind doesn't need that, And with all that being said, the cherry on top is I finally got married. So I got married this year in June, super tiny. It was just a church ceremony. And then we had like a dinner afterwards. You can call it a little elopement if you want to. But to me, it was just a super special, super small, intimate highlight of the year. And don't worry guys, I vlogged so much like wedding prep, because not only was it a super small wedding and all that, it was a super last minute planned wedding. Literally planned it in like a month or so. It was great. I wouldn't change anything about it. I feel like it was perfect. It was literally perfect. I wouldn't want it any other way. So I vlogged like getting ready. I vlogged finding my wedding dress and last minute wedding prepping and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have videos of my wedding coming soon. I just wanted to post this like where have I been video, because yeah, it's like what the heck, where have you been, girl? Like, who are you? Oh, I forgot she existed. Oh, you haven't posted in a year? That's how you guys probably are. Oh my gosh, so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Literally so embarrassed. I'm sorry I got kind of deep in there with like the whole religious spirituality and things, but it is an important part of my life, and it is a big contributing factor to my absence on YouTube, as well as a big contributing factor to who I am today. I am going to be incorporating some stuff into, you know, my videos, into my content. I am like in my grown woman era, 30 years old. I was a teen mom. Now my son is a freshman in high school. It's crazy. I feel like I have a lot that I can share. I have lived, you know, things that you could learn from. I can give you advice. I feel like my channel is gonna evolve into like this growth and development, like empowering, learning, bettering yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's going towards those lines. Like, it's not gonna be just makeup and outfits. I think it's gonna be a little bit more than that, but I'm not exactly sure how or where. I want to do my weekly vlogs so you guys can just see like what I'm up to and stuff like that, but then every once in a while incorporate some like videos where you're gonna gain some knowledge. I feel like you're gonna gain more on my channel about like life, maturing, growing together, you know. I feel like that's kind of where my channel is kind of leading to, but it's also still gonna be fun and girly. I haven't changed too much from like a year ago, you know. I haven't changed a lot, but I'm actively and intentionally trying to change some things about myself, and I feel like I want to include you in that, me and you together. We can grow together and change and like better ourselves. I was a teen mom, now I'm married. Now my son is a teenager himself, and you know, I'm trying to navigate that. This is like a whole new chapter in my life. Like, raising a teenager, you know, raising little kids is hard because you gotta take care of them, like you gotta keep them alive, right? But now the teenagers, it's different. The thing about teenagers, like, you don't want them to make the same mistakes you did, and you want to prepare them for life. So maybe you can navigate that with me too. I know that there's some viewers who have been with me for the very beginning, and I appreciate that so much. If you are an OG follower, leave this emoji. Do you guys remember my son who used to be in the back of my videos doing random stuff while I'm doing my makeup? Well, now he's grown and it makes me so sad. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that. I've been crying this week. You OG followers, you guys have probably been growing with me. Maybe you're having kids that are becoming teenagers soon or already, so maybe you relate to my content. So yeah, I'm just excited to be back and excited for videos to come. But first things first is gonna be the wedding video, so be sure to come back and watch those videos. Yeah, let me know what you guys want me to talk about. I could also talk about surgery nurse, but I feel like you guys will see some of that in my vlogs. Yeah, so definitely stay tuned to my channel because I have so much content that I have planned and I have already recorded. I just need to put it out there. I appreciate you guys for watching this video and still remembering me, little old me back from Paris. Okay, you guys, that's enough talking. I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.